It's me, Weezy from Moshville Times, and I'm delighted to do another interview, this time with Cut Short. I said there because I was thinking, oh my gosh, how do I say like you're from Liverpool? What's the word? Is it like Liverpudlians? What do you say?
It's close enough. Yeah.
That works. That
Good
works.
enough. Yeah.
Well, welcome, guys. Lovely to have you on with us. Do you want to start off by telling us your name and what you do in the band?
Yeah. So I'm Harry and I'm the vocalist.
I'm Calvin and I play drums.
Welcome, Harry and Calvin. So, kick us off for anybody that might not know about Cut Short. If you were to describe your sound using a random object, what would it be and why?
Random,
Um,
random objects.
I can see you both looking around now thinking, I need to
I
find a
know,
random
yeah, I know.
object.
Yeah. Oh, what's a heavy object?
I
That
know,
sounds good when you hit it.
yeah. I've no idea.
Something that's heavy is one.
Yeah, I think I read a review of our song that said every snare hit sounds like a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
nice.
I'm gonna go with that one.
Yeah, I like them both. Cool. Harry, any objects? No.
Oh, you barked up the wrong tree. No idea.
No idea. That's all right.
I've never. It's like trying to put sound into an object. That's such a tough one.
Yeah. You could say I would describe Cut Short as like a mixed granola bowl because I feel like your sounds like blend like hardcore and like progressive metal. So it's a bit of everything, like one of these granola
Oh,
bowls you
I
get
like
with a bit
that.
of everything.
I
So
don't
that's mine.
Look,
know.
makes you think of breakfast. We
Yeah.
might cut short for breakfast.
So guys, your new single dropped out last month called Modern Affliction. What's the story behind that single?
Modern Affliction was that one of Matt's ones?
Yeah. Yeah, it was Matt. So our guitarist Matt, he did the lyrics for that one. Um,
I remember Matt wrote that and he was telling us how he wrote that song feeling like he was somewhat trapped within a cage and how he felt like he had to fit in with the expectations of modern day life.
Yeah,
And that's what comes across in the lyrics of it. And it's reflected in the artwork as well.
yeah.
It's like feeling like trapped within a cage and having to fit in with like modern day life with things like having to work a job you don't want to do
Mhm.
and everything within like that.
Yeah, yeah. And do you feel like maybe it's similar for yourself, obviously, because you know the sort of themes written behind that song, but what does the title Modern Affliction mean personally for both of you?
well, I think, well, I think like that definitely the theme behind it makes sense because it's like like in modern life, like you're expected to like kind of do certain things and
Yeah,
like live a certain
absolutely.
way, and it's kind of like an affliction of like if modern times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Things people are forced to do.
Yeah,
That's what they're expected to do. Yeah.
And I think what I love about a lot of your songs is, you touch on themes of mental health. So
yeah.
through your music, what made you decide to be so open about that important topic?
Well, like when we first really did our very first EP, I kind of wrote it about like obviously what I was going through at the time, and I kind of felt like that was like a really good way of channeling the way I was feeling at the
Yeah,
time. And then like I feel like because that's kind of our thing, I kind of like encourage like Matt and obviously Chris now write some lyrics as well to like put their feelings into it.
yeah, yeah. And do you think so, as much as though like it's a personal release for you guys, do you also feel like maybe it's a way for fans and listeners to be able to connect with it that are maybe going through something similar?
But I'd hope so. I
Yeah,
hope people resonate with it.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. That's what I love about music. So I think it's really
yeah,
powerful.
yeah, no, definitely.
And it's such an important theme and topic to discuss. I'm really passionate about raising awareness about mental health. I don't think you can ever raise enough awareness about it. So I appreciate that it is a heavy topic, and I commend you for being very vulnerable through your music with it as well for us listeners. So given it's a heavy subject, what I thought we'd do is we'd play a little game before I ask you more questions.
Okay, sounds good.
So this is like like if like all of you together, I would say a statement and you would have to point to whoever it would land on. But
Oh, it'll all be me.
free, yeah, feel free rather than just pick on each other because I feel like you would just point to each other.
Yeah.
Just to name the band member that you feel fits this
Oh,
description the most. Okay,
absolutely.
so who is more likely to be late?
Me.
Got you.
That's
Yeah.
me. I hold my hands up. That is me. Yeah.
Love the honesty.
I'm the sort of person where it's like, are you on your way? And I say, yeah, and I haven't even got on the shower yet. So that's me.
Ollie would be there like 10 hours early.
Yeah. Ollie's too early. Yeah.
Oh. Who spends the longest time tuning?
Oh. I don't think they spend long enough.
That's good.
Nah, it's Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with Matt. Yeah, Matt.
Okay. Who would be the most likely to be first in a mosh pit?
Oh, Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
Nice. Who's more likely to lose their kit or their gear?
Calvin.
Yeah.
Honestly, he just loses things all the time.
Yeah.
And then he buys new things and then breaks them.
yeah.
That's actually really shocked me because I feel like, I'm thinking like you losing a drum kit. Like, how could you do it?
Oh, I once left my snare drum in the practice room, propping the door open to the practice room. Got home and I was like, yeah. Then I had to speed back there. Yeah,
wasn't that like north of a grand as well? That?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was. Yeah.
Yeah, just left it as a door stop.
Yeah, I was just propping open the door, just left it there.
Snare drum also good use for door opener, keeping something wedged open.
Exactly.
Multi-purpose. I love it. Who's more likely to have an argument with the sound engineer?
Matt.
Yeah, Matt's the one who deals with the sound guys.
Yeah.
Because obviously Matt's built all our rig, you see.
Yeah.
So anytime we turn up to a venue, it's like, just speak to Matt. Let Matt source it, yeah.
Okay. Who's more likely to forget the set list?
Ooh. Probably me. I always have it written down in front of me.
Yeah.
It's probably holding the door open as well somewhere.
Yeah.
But thankfully, the way we do it, our sets like the backing tracks are kind of like just one long audio file. So it's like if you forget it, it's kind of tough. Like the song starts, so it's like
it happens.
Yeah, you've just got to catch
up. Who secretly controls the playlist in the van or the tour bus, whatever you're using?
We normally let the driver.
Yeah, and that's always a terrible mistake. We normally let the driver do it, but it never ends well.
Oh dear. Have you got like a bad experience from this?
No comments.
Okay. Who in the band would eat all the snacks?
I feel like
Matt loves to scram, doesn't he?
I feel like I'm throwing him under the bus here.
I know, yeah.
Matt, again.
Matt's all into your buff.
I remember the last tour we went on. Before we even set off, he had 3 big bags of Doritos on the on the van table. Yeah.
We haven't even left like the
van place,
where we put the van up from, and he's already got out like his packed lunch and crisps, and bread and all kinds. Yeah.
Does he share?
He does.
Actually, he does. He shares his Doritos about.
But then I feel bad because I eat them all.
At least he shares.
Yeah, that's true.
Who would be the first to fall asleep in the van or the bus?
It's Matt again.
That's brilliant. He's probably falling asleep because his tummy's full of crisps.
Literally, yeah. It's scrambling.
Yeah.
I really hope you don't say Matt again at this, but who would be...
I might have to. I'm sorry. Can't lie.
Who's more likely to get the band lost on tour?
Oh.
I'm pretty bad with direction.
Yeah.
I've got us
we're
lost.
Quite good. So anytime we get to like a venue, we kind of stay within like a mile radius of it, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's hard to get lost.
Yeah, that's good then at least. Who is the messiest band member?
You'll
Have a
never
guess.
guess. You'll never guess.
Poor Matty. Poor Matty.
He's banned. He's banned
You
from
know,
watching.
he's never going to let you two do an interview ever again.
I know, I know, I know, I know, I know.
Um, who would survive the longest in a zombie apocalypse?
Ooh.
I think, I think, in a good for a good sense, I think Matt would be quite good. But I think you're just like so jammy. I think,
Yeah,
like,
I'm really lucky.
He's
Yeah,
just dead. He's just
yeah,
dead jammy.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I-
they're like locked up. I'd be in Costco when it kicks off or something.
Yeah.
Like in a really ideal location.
Absolutely. Who is more likely to win a reality TV show?
Ollie.
Yeah, Ollie would be really good at that.
Yeah.
I'd love
Anyone
to
in
see Ollie in it.
particular? Like any show you think?
Oh, he'd be good on quite a lot of them, to be honest. Any of them.
I'd really like to see him on like I'm a Celeb.
Yeah, that'd be. Oh,
That'd be
good.
hilarious.
Yeah.
See
Nice.
him on blind dates.
Yeah. Love Island.
Yeah. That'd be so funny.
Brilliant. And who has the best taste in music?
Me.
Oh, I think Ollie. I think Ollie's got a good.
Yeah.
Ollie's got a good mix.
Nice. Nice.
I think you and Chris are quite similar, aren't you?
Yeah, me and Chris are just like all metal.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
oh, nothing else. Me and Chris are very similar in that one, though. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay, well, let's stay on the music theme. Let's dive back into some more questions. So, as I had said earlier as well, when I described you as like a granola bowl, um, your music sort of blends hardcore, metalcore, and progressive metal. Was that always the plan with Cut Short, or did it sort of like evolve naturally?
Um.
Like personal taste.
Yeah. When I'm writing, I can't. I'm sure. I'm sure a lot of people are like this, but like I go through phases of like kind of what I enjoy writing. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like I can never I can never just sit there and be like, no, I want to write like this. You know, like a song we've got on this EP now is like it's quite soft. I've like, never written anything like that before. Yeah. It just depends how I'm feeling at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
We've definitely got like more out there tracks to come as well. So you'll see what he means when it comes out. Like it's really this was really left wing for us. So
Nice.
that one.
Oh, cool. And
left field.
since the sort of early days of Cut Short, what band sort of really shaped the sound that you guys make?
That's tough because I remember who we were listening to when we started the band, but I wouldn't say that rings true with our influences now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What would be your influences now, do you think?
Well, I absolutely adored that last Bring Me album.
Yeah.
That like was like proper like I need to like just take like a tiny little bit of that if I can. Yeah, you like all kinds though, don't you?
I do, yeah. I find that like we alright, like it's the older stuff that comes out, like the Kill Switchy stuff and whatnot. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't think we tend to take much influence from modern metalcore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh, that's cool. Your own unique sound. I love it. You get your inspiration from other things. So what kind of stuff do you get your inspiration? I know you said earlier on that, for in terms of writing, you write from your own personal experiences. Like, talk me like simple version, like how do you write together? How do you bring music together? Do you just suddenly get like a riff in your head, or what does it look like?
I think it's like you've got to be in the right headspace for it. You know what I mean? Like you can't fall. I don't think I'm like one of them people. I can't just like sit down and go, I'm going to write something now. It's like it either is or it isn't. But yeah, I'm kind of just one of them people. I'm just like throw enough shit and see what sticks.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I'll take little bits and do you like this? Do you like that? And it just kind of goes from there. Yeah.
Nice. And if I was to hack into your Spotify or your Apple Music or your YouTube, whatever you're listening, what would be like your most repeated song at the moment, do you think?
Probably At the minute, I'm really digging the new Varials album.
Nice.
I think that's what else?
Harry, are
I,
you checking?
I just like the plot in you and president.
Yeah,
To be
Oh,
honest.
nice.
amazing. Yeah, amazing.
Honestly,
Brilliant.
I'll just find a few songs I like and I'll just spam them
Yeah.
until I get
Yeah.
sick of them.
I'm trying to get out of like the habit of listening to the same 5 songs
Yeah.
over and over again.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
force myself to put like whole albums on.
Yeah, it's a shame, like, because back in the day, if you bought like a CD or something, you'd have to listen to like the
Yeah,
full
yeah,
album, like
absolutely.
in full,
Yeah,
rather.
yeah.
But now we've just got the luxury of skipping and things.
Too
And
much. Yeah, yeah. There's too much.
yeah. So tell me, you mentioned a little bit there, but I want to ask about the future for Cut Short. So we've had the new single Modern Affliction. What else is to come? Because I know you've had quite an exciting week this week as well,
Yeah,
didn't
so we've got quite a lot ready to go. So we've not got dates we can say yet, but we've got something coming in the next few weeks.
you? Good.
And we've also just filmed the video for what I think is our best one, which is, I'd imagine, all being well, again another couple of weeks.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
and then we've got one more to come after that. So we've basically done a 5-track EP, but like we're just drip feeding them. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Nice, nice. That's brilliant. So it's something for us to look forward to. So that's
yeah.
exciting.
Plenty more coming from us.
Yeah, brilliant. If Cut Short could take any band on tour with them, who would it be?
Any.
Any.
Oh, any band. Can they take
Well,
us?
the unrealistic one for me. I've always wanted to play with Killswitch Engage. Like they're
Oh,
just like my
yeah.
greatest.
I'd
Nice.
take, yeah.
Yeah.
Can Architects take us on tour?
Yeah, yeah. They'll do.
Yeah. They can support us if they want.
If they want. Sorry,
Yeah,
no rush,
yeah.
guys. That's awesome. Two really good bands. I would love that as well. That would be awesome. Okay, so to wrap up the interview, I ask this of every person that I interview. I go by the name Sunshine Weezy because I love spreading sunshine wherever I go. And like I said, I'm really passionate about mental health along with you guys as well. So if you were to sort of spread some sunshine today, it could be a piece of advice or an encouragement for our listeners today. What would it be?
I mean, I know it's a dead generic one, but the one, what's the saying? Is it comparison is the thief of joy? Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
love
that's
Yeah.
always a good one for me.
Yeah.
Try not to, because otherwise I get in my head too much over comparing myself to other people and whatnot. So it's always a good one
Absolutely.
for me.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. Thank you. That's awesome.
I'd say if you don't worry about something too much, because then you've got to suffer through it twice. Just go through it the first time, and then
Yeah.
Solid advice.
Absolutely. Oh, that's awesome. Well, listen, guys, thank you so much. It's been lovely to chat with you. Make sure, folks, if you've not heard Modern Affliction, you do put it on and keep your eyes on socials for the things to come in the future. Thank you so much. It was lovely to meet you both.
Really
you too.
appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Take care, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.